I'm bored! Entertain me.
Hey, what is going on, motivators? My name's Corporuso.
And I'm Wiser Ass Asian.
And welcome to a death battle. We're actually hoping that, Sora's gonna win this one. This is a biased death battle. Just really hoping Sora's gonna win on this one. But before we jump into this special announcement, we have our Loot Crate winners we gotta announce. To Mr. and Mrs. LV and Plushyverse. Yes, and if you're wondering who Plushyverse is, his channel is dedicated to plushies. So you can probably imagine I'm going to be sending him the plushies that we don't want out of our loot crates. Yeah. And but here's the thing I've been concerned about this death battle is they released this before Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, right? So they can't really analyze Sora completely, without Kingdom Hearts 3. So this can go one of two ways, I think. One, they don't have to use Kingdom Hearts 3 for one of two reasons. It's because Sora may be already powerful enough as he is, so even without seeing what he can do in Kingdom Hearts 3, it wouldn't matter, Pit is going to lose. Or that even if Kingdom Hearts 3 came out, Pit is so strong he can just beat Sora. Yeah. So that can go either way. But really hoping Sora's going to win on this one. And let's just jump on into this. I'm really excited. This one's almost 20 minutes long too. Yeah. So they either did really good research or really good animation. Alright, let's do this, my brother.
If the fate of the universe is at stake,
Mighty Max! That's who you should have in a death battle.
Teenager with magical weapons they don't understand.
Oh shit.
Page Master.
Everybody does it anyway.
Like Sora, the Keyblade-wielding savior of Kingdom Hearts.
And Pit, the angel warrior from Kid Icarus.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death
Also, the
battle.
kids of today will never know the struggle of watching the Disney Channel over and over to watch the Kingdom Hearts commercial.
There was a small child full of promise named Sora.
And he lived on the one and only Destiny Island. Sora and his friends Riku and Kairi grew up honing their athletic skills by playing sports with Final Fantasy characters who don't judge Sora's fashion choices. Wait a minute, what the hell are Final Fantasy characters doing there?
Like most residents of Destiny Island, they lost their home to a sinister force called the Heartless. But it wasn't long until this soulless embodiment of evil would invade the island.
But the arrival of these creepy crawlers wasn't the only surprise. Alongside the darkness came light in the form of a Keyblade, which is the key to fixing everything. Super subtle.
This Keyblade in particular was known as the Kingdom Key, and was drawn to Sora thanks to his pure heart.
They're gonna have to use his ultimate weapon.
Key, Sora had the means to combat the Heartless.
Ultimate is the most badass weapon in the game. Well, that's a biased
yes,
opinion,
the Keyblade can get past almost any lock out there. But despite not having a long, sharp edge, it's a surprisingly deadly sword.
It's a key, it's a sword, and it's also a wand. Sora can use it to cast all sorts of magic spells like a wizard. He can even shoot a laser beam all the way to the moon.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, despite his newfound
I love Halloween
the
Town in both games.
The darkness washed over Destiny Island, and just like that, it was gone.
But thanks to cosmic reasons, Sora wound up face to face with Goofy and Donald Duck. Yep, he ended up in the most magical place on Earth, Disney.
If you're confused, don't worry. You are not hallucinating. Somehow, in some way, this impossibility exists. Turns out, while Goofy and Donald have been lovable cartoons for decades, they're also world-hopping warriors.
Oh my god, this is the best thing ever!
From then on, Sora teamed up with his new friends to lock the doors to the Hearts of Worlds, saving them from the Heartless.
An ending that brought us
he
tears.
Wasn't even old enough to get a driver's license.
While Sora may not have been strong enough to save Destiny Island, he quickly learned an enormous amount of talents perfect for beating back the darkness.
Including some genuine ass-kicking magic, like shooting fireballs, freezing badges with blizzards, smiting with lightning, and more.
I mean, he held his own against Sephiroth twice. So
even Sephiroth says that Sora's powerful.
He's got a bunch of other magic attacks, but my favorite is Ragnarok, which fires a bunch of homing energy beams. And I guess he's got some magic abilities that don't involve beating monsters up, which I think is pretty lame, but Wiz insists we talk about it.
Thanks to the Kingdom Key sword, he can use spells which remove negative effects, including curing his own wounds. He can also glide like Peter Pan and teleport like Figment.
I still don't know if we should call it a sword. But Sora can make it even better with keychains. They can even transform the whole Keyblade into more powerful versions with way more badass names, like Oathkeeper.
With all these abilities, Sora battled the Heartless and took the fight to the man who discovered them, Xehanort. He even defeated Xehanort's Heartless and his nobody.
Oh, that's kind of harsh, Wiz. Why are you calling him a nobody? He's definitely somebody.
No, see, a nobody is a somebody without a heart. But a Heartless isn't a somebody or a nobody, though they may have been a somebody filled with anger, like Scar from The Lion King.
Well, I'm a somebody that's really, really
Fun
good.
fact, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you actually didn't even have to go to the Lion King world. You could just skip over
He's
it.
speedy enough to run up a building and quick enough to dodge magic lightning.
Not just magic lightning, real legitimate lightning from the sky, a feat which could only take mere milliseconds.
Sora put all that speed to good use once by perfectly blocking hundreds of lasers from damn near
I remember
every
that.
angle in just a few seconds.
That's the last mission.
So it's safe
Yep.
to say he's no slouch.
As for his strength, not only has he cut through giant building-like structures with ease, he's launched them as projectiles. Though gravity is in flux here, a building this size normally weighs around 100,000 pounds.
He's held back 2 of Cerberus's heads and went toe-to-toe with Hercules. You know, the demigod who threw a giant rock monster into space?
Although this type of shape is too inconsistent to scale, by treating him as a series of cones made of granite, we can estimate his weight as over 1,600 tons.
That's like throwing 200 T-Rexes into the sky. So, yeah, Herc is really, really strong, and Sora can take a hit from him, no problem.
Honestly, Sora's ability to take a hit might be one of his strongest characteristics. He's survived the jaws of Cerberus, ancient Chinese dragons, being shot by a musket, and, hell, the fires of Hades.
But he isn't without his downfalls. While he's strong in his own right, he relies a lot on his friends. Like, all the goddamn time.
Can't even enter his fancy drive forms, which boost his power
Yeah.
and give him an extra Keyblade, without help from Goofy and Donald. So in a broad scope, he's fairly limited on his own.
No big deal, though. Luckily for Sora, most locks only need 1 key.
Uh-huh. I'm not sure if that was profound, or just stupid.
You're stupid.
The heart may be weak, and sometimes,
Yeah, so they're not
Maybe
giving him his
begin.
drive forms then.
but I've learned
But that's the thing with Kirby.
Deep down, there's a
He was
light
able to
that
absorb
never
the
goes out.
beings, and they didn't help directly. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let us
Well,
return to the distant past, to an age long ago, when gods and man lived together in harmony.
How long ago was this?
25 years ago.
What?
Anyway, the kingdom of Angel Land was ruled by 2 goddesses. Palutena, the goddess of light, and Medusa, the goddess of darkness.
Who pretty much treated everyone like crap by turning people into statues and destroying their crops.
God, are they hinting at Avatar: The Last
Who
Airbender?
holds the title Goddess of Darkness. She's just doing her
That's
job.
twice we've seen
Angered
footage
by
from
these misdeeds,
Avatar.
Palutena transformed Medusa into an ugly, one-eyed, parcel-tongued monster and banished her to the dark underworld.
Talk about throwing shade. Long story short, Medusa waged war with Palutena, who summoned the greatest hero Angel Land has ever known. Hit!
my arrows will stop that weak
What
because
the hell?
Maximus-
No,
that?
definitely not that one. This one.
Hang on. Greatest hero ever? More like his mom needs to drop him off at elementary school.
Don't let looks fool you. Pitt may seem young, but he is the captain of the Icarus Army, keepers of the peace and personal guards to Lady Palutena herself.
Wait, you're telling me this Cupid-looking kid is the captain of an army? Well, at least he can fly with those wings. All right, that's pretty cool.
Actually, he can't.
What? Look, he's flying right there.
Well, Pitt may have superhuman abilities, but he can't actually fly on his own. Thankfully, Palutena regularly grants him mystic wings, which do allow flight, though they can only exist for up to 5 minutes. After that, they burst into flame, sending Pitt careening to a horrible
That might be his
end.
downfall right there.
Holy shit. So the captain of an angel army doesn't have his own working angel wings. That's what you're telling me?
Yeah, it's a little strange, but don't try to bring it up. He's a bit touchy on the subject.
Anyway, Pitt managed to defeat Medusa, and everyone lived happily ever after. Just kidding, Medusa came back 25 years later, looking better than ever, by the way, and this time Hades came along to mess things up too.
As captain of the Icarus Army, Pitt has some extensive training under his belt. How else would all these soldiers save Palutena from a sudden invasion of vegetables?
Right. But what's a soldier
It's
without
anime.
his weapons? Pitt's got a huge arsenal of weaponry.
He's well known for his archery skills and shows it off with his trusty weapon of choice, the Palutena bow.
This bow uses awesome laser arrows that can actually be guided by Pitt. And if his enemies get close, Pitt can split the bow into 2 short blades for quick, deadly slices. Now that's a practical weapon.
He is highly skilled with several classes of weapons. His arsenal has been
Palms.
imbued with the strength and power of
His
the gods,
palms.
making humans incapable of wielding them.
These
And
range
arms.
from
He has
orbital
arms
turrets
as
with
well.
floating shoulder cannons that can also block attacks, to blades, cannons, claws, hammers, staves, clubs, and weaponized tattoos. I wish my tattoo was a weapon. Anyway, all these weapons were forged by Dentos, the god of forge.
Dentos.
Dentos, the fresh maker. And the guy
I
who
remember
also
that commercial.
makes ultimate weapons, the 3 sacred treasures.
Hidden away in 3 sealed caskets, the sacred treasures consist of Angel Land's mightiest weapons, which can only be used by the most heroic and worthy of heroes.
The mirror shield reflects projectiles. The wings of Pegasus give Pitt unrestricted flight and improved speed. And the arrow of light is the ultimate weapon of the gods that can murder basically anything.
The Arrow of Light is absolutely the deadliest weapon in Pitt's arsenal, and increases in power based on Pitt's own health and strength. And when all 3 treasures come together, Pitt is
Big
granted
Meg.
the legendary Silver Armor.
You tapping into my stash of booze, Wiz? That's not silver, it's gold.
Well, colors are different in heaven, I guess.
Weird. Well, Pitt's learned several abilities throughout his adventures, like healing, dropping mines, and making his arrows invisible. And all of his skills came in handy. Not only did he defeat Medusa, but he's taken on alien pirates, a space kraken, and the god of death, Thanatos.
Okay, I can see why they're
At
pitting
one point
these
when
2 against
Thanatos
each other
attacked the
now.
village, he launched a large boulder which Pitt obliterated so thoroughly it was completely pulverized in midair.
Wait a minute. How are those Trojan horse Star Wars walkie thingies not tipping over?
Focus, Boomstick. Pulverization is defined as reducing an object to dust, which certainly applies here. To determine the force necessary to do so, we first need the size of that boulder.
here we go.
For that, we'll compare the boulder to those pillars.
Oh, here comes the math. Nerds.
Thanatos, when standing near to Pitt, appears to be about 11 feet 6 inches tall. By comparing his height to the pillars, we've determined them to be 18 feet tall. By comparing that to the boulder, it's clear it has a diameter of 115 inches. To pulverize a stone this large, Pitt's strike must have outputted energy equal to nearly 1,600 pounds of TNT.
Damn. Little angel kid can dish it out.
Pitt's
I think
also
Sora can take
incredibly
more.
quick. He was able
Yeah.
to maneuver, react, and fly from the top of these clouds to the lunar sanctum in less than 40 seconds. Despite looking like one, that's no moon. It's a space station, orbiting the Earth at a similar altitude to the International Space Station. The average distance from the ISS to the highest cloud layers is about 242 miles, meaning Pitt must have flown around 21,600 miles per hour.
Sora be
That's
faster. right?
Mach 28.
This Sora
His
be
laser
Sora,
is
man.
faster.
Not only that, Pitt dodged a laser which covered this distance in a fraction of a second, most likely moving a little over 90 million miles per hour.
Oh my god, that not moon thing really is the Death Star.
With Pitt's superhuman durability, he's tanked hits from gods and taken falls that would turn any normal man into,
An angel?
well, a dead man, yes. In his final duel with Hades, the god of the underworld, Pitt took a devastating blow that sent him plummeting at least 2,000 feet. Given Pitt's weight, the impact of that fall would be over 8 tons of force.
And he was fine! This Hades guy can cut through giant diamond spires, so a hit from him could be as powerful as nearly 30 tons of TNT.
Of course, while Pitt may be formidable, he's not perfect. He has been tricked into losing fights multiple times, and often relies on assistance from his godly allies.
But this kick-ass angel isn't afraid to charge headfirst into a fight, even with his wings on fire.
In the name of the goddess Palutena, defender of all that is good, those who hide in the darkness will be made to face the light.
Now I just realized they didn't discuss Sora's armor either.
All right, the combatants are
Bengals,
set. Let's
the
end
Omega
this
Bengal.
debate once and for all.
It's time for a death
Oh,
battle!
let's see who wins this.
Alright. Come on. Come on, Sora, you bested so many people.
Yahoo! Go get 'em, pal!
What he said?
So, whose rear am I kicking this time?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Ah, shit.
I was actually hoping this would be a 3D fight.
Yeah. I'll take this then.
Take this! Fire!
Whoa! Ha! I've seen candles that are scarier than you.
Faraga. What the?
Take this to the next level.
Fuck was that?
I have no idea. Ooh. I mean, if you can take on 4 of the strongest Final Fantasy characters out there, you can take on this kid.
Man.
I mean 4 at once.
Whoa! You can teleport? Mind blown.
Let's see what you think of this!
Whoa! Close shave!
What attack was that? Thundaga? Oh no, it was oh. Oh yeah, his time ability. Grivaga.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
Time to end this!
You said it!
Ah, crap. Oh, it's...
Yeah.
Yeah!
Boom, headshot.
Damn.
Attaboy, Sora!
We killed an angel.
Yeah, that's one way to fly.
Oh yeah, so you're so powerful they didn't even have to look at Kingdom Hearts 3.
Pit may have had the advantage in flight and experience, but he couldn't beat Sora's strength, toughness, and speed.
Pit may have dodged a laser moving 90 million miles per hour, but Sora's reaction speed was quick enough to dodge natural lightning. A lightning bolt's return stroke, which constitutes the bright flash, moves at around 220 million miles
Jesus.
per hour, over twice as fast as Pit.
That, combined with his teleporting and time manipulation powers, meant Sora was just too quick for Pit to land very many big hits. Plus, when Sora shot that Keyblade beam to the moon, it took 1 second flat.
That's 1.28 times the speed of light, much faster than anything Pit's reacted to before. Of course, Pit did have enough weapons to keep Sora busy, but Sora's impressive and wide-ranging magical arsenal provided multiple counters for pretty much anything Pit threw at him, including superior healing techniques.
Hey, remember that building Sora cut through? Slicing it up like Swiss cheese was impressive enough, but this building was completely made of stone from top to bottom, and Sora cut through 7 at once.
These buildings may have been composed of a modest stone like granite, which has a minimum shearing strength of 14 megapascals. In comparison to Sora's height, each
What the
building
hell's a
was about
megapas-
23 feet
something?
tall. By measuring Sora's largest slash and the distance cut through all 7 buildings, we can determine Sora's striking energy to equal, at minimum, 78 tons of TNT.
That's way more than Pit's boulder pulverizing feat. No wonder this guy beat Herc.
Speaking of which, let's compare some of the strongest beings Sora and Pit have taken hits from. The amount of energy needed for Hercules to throw that rock titan into space had to have been around 24 megatons of TNT. whereas Hades strikes were equivalent to only 30 tons at best.
So Pit had never survived anything close to Sora's strongest attacks. Just by numbers alone, Sora's strength, speed, and durability.
Yeah, that was one of his
Pit, and the
one of his
Keyblade by
driving
itself
moves.
had a way more impressive track record than any of Pit's weapons. You might say it was the key to this fight. And when we pit them together, one of them was bound to be a Sora loser.
The winner is Sora.
Alright, who's next? They gotta top this big
Thanks for
time.
watching. Check out the exclusive commentary on this episode by clicking the box.
Good puns on
Thanks
Boomstick,
to
though.
McLeod Gaming for letting us use their sprites in this battle. You can check out their latest game and the music used in the battle in the links in the description.
Ooh. What the? Frank West versus Leon Kennedy? Wow, okay. I can dig it. Alright, so that was an awesome death battle. Kind of had my heart racing there for a second.
Go with Leon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the next battle, Leon, obviously. We were hoping it would be like Leon versus Chris Redfield. But, you know, you can't always get what you want. But, I mean, but let's think about this. If you actually look at the stuff Frank West has done in the games, he has this move in the original game where you jump off and you, like, drop your knee down. And he could jump from the highest point, land, and not get hurt. Plus, he's strong enough to, you know, like, kick zombie heads off. So the amount of force it would need to kick a head off of something would be pretty great. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Leon just because of the fact that he's a little more experienced, in my opinion. You know, he survived Raccoon City. He got training for the Secret Service, took on a whole country, was included in so many movies and other video games that it's not even funny. But so what'd you think? Good death battle?
That was good. Got Sora one.
Yeah. Yeah, so again, that's why they didn't include Kingdom Hearts 3, was because of the fact that you didn't need to. It was already strong enough as it was. But can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 3 to come out, and when's it coming out? Yeah, no one knows. No one knows when it's coming out. It's been, Jesus, 13 years since the last release. But anyway, guys, we just want to say thanks for watching this with us. If you enjoyed our reaction, as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. If this video helped kill your boredom. And if you guys want, go check out my GoFundMe page for one of my subscribers. His name's Lotch. Description in the link below. We just want to help him get it to RTX. He's a really good dude. His edits on YouTube are really cool. You guys want to check him out, I'll also put his YouTube channel in there. And just stay tuned for more videos and whatever you guys want us to react to next. And I wanted to bring up something too. Would you mind doing reactions to Sword Art Online Abridged? I've only seen the first 2 episodes because I've been holding back on that for us to do reactions to.
I don't mind.
Okay. By the way, is that new season any good? The one with, let's say, has the little gunslinger girl on it?
It's new. They're going on the third, fourth episode. It looks good. It's basic PUBG.
Sword Art Online, PUBG.
Let's see what they did it after.
Alright. Anyway, we're going to end this video, guys. So, again, thanks for everything. You guys have a good night. Later.
Guys, yeah.